We're at one of the oldest and most scenic colleges in California. This month's episode of WCC All-Access comes to you from the campus of the University of the Pacific. I'm Sarah Cazell, and on today's show, we go in the dugout with USF Baseball as the Dons head coach is mic'd up. Plus, a farewell to a coaching legend. We look back at the career of Pepperdine Volleyball's Nina Matthies. And more hardware. The WCC tennis and rowing titles are staying with the same squads for one more year. We recap the spring conference championships. But first, a baseball family copes with loss. Austin Piscotty of St. Mary's grew up around the game, with his mom Gretchen supporting his every move. But the tables turned after she was diagnosed with ALS. Sammy O'Brien has the story.
We wear that GP, on our helmet with a lot of meaning. For me, it means not only represent Gretchen Piscotty and her beautiful life and her son that I play with, but it means to keep fighting. It just means that I'm a representative of, someone standing up for the fight, and, I take that to heart.
Austin started swinging the yellow wiffle ball bat like his brothers in his diapers and sometimes without his diapers. Then graduated to playing backyard wiffle ball with his brothers. Bath time would probably generally be like sometime a little bit before or after dinner. There was a door that went from the bathroom right to the outside, so it was pretty easy access to just take some hacks. So.
Oh yeah, photographic evidence that we cannot share with you, but there's pictures of him just swinging away.
St. Mary's senior Austin Piscotty is the youngest of 3 extremely active boys. And that family's glue?
Gretchen kind of had to hold the household in shape while all that was going on, and being flexible, and so she kept them very well in tune with regular life and good character skills.
She also was there to take us down a notch, and especially because we got super involved with baseball and started running our lives, she was very adamant on helping bring us back to earth and realize that there's more to life than just baseball.
Life changed forever on May 24th, 2017. Doctors diagnosed Gretchen Piscotty with ALS, a disease named after one of baseball's greats, Lou Gehrig. But there is nothing great about ALS. It's a debilitating neurological disorder. There is no cure.
We call that the day the bomb dropped. Really tough moment to be in when you hear that, because you pretty much know a bit of, you don't know everything that you're up against, but you know it's not going to be good.
We didn't know what kind of timeline it was going to be. Doctor said that it could be extremely fast or it could be extremely slow. Every case differs. And unfortunately for us, it was definitely one of the faster cases. So our time was a little bit shorter. Whenever some news like this happens, everyone kind of thinks, why is this happening to me? Like, what did I do? Why did I deserve this? And I mean, I think that was just too negative of a mindset. I would say I got over that pretty quickly and moved into wanting to make her feel special and appease her and help her live her best life.
Living her best life. That means multiple family getaways, seeing all her boys home in the Bay Area, and smiles anytime Gretchen Piscotty can get them.
And just like little jokes to just try and keep her spirits lifted and try to keep her mind off of what is going on with her body, and just cherish every moment that she has with us and that we have with her.
When you're dealing with something that's not very much fun, but we generally are pretty lighthearted in general, it's nice to be able to laugh at different things, right, and lighten the mood, and I can still see her smile, I can see her eyes smile.
The biggest smiles were often reserved for Austin and his choice of hairstyle.
Everyone in the family has been giving me a little hard time about my long hair and stuff, so every now and then I'll put it up in a pony and it'll make her laugh a little bit because I look like a little bit of a fool, but it's always Great to see her smile. That's probably my favorite thing now.
It's not my favorite. I've learned a lot more about making ponytails than I've ever known before. And but Austin's particularly good at ponytails now, so there's that plus, I guess. I think we all deal with this trauma to some extent in your life in different ways. And I think, you know, maybe there's a little of that, that, you know, in all that too. I don't know.
You would do that.
You looked cute. All right.
Over the last 20 years, Nino Giarratano has been the rock of the hilltop. The USF baseball coach has won the most games in program history while leading the Dons to 2 conference titles. And he's a true teacher of the game, as we're about to find out in this edition of Mic'd Up.
Hi, good. Nino. Hi. Hello. Good, Scott.
Nino.
Hi, Mike. All right. Good luck. You guys have a good day.
Yeah, go back.
And stepping in is left-handed batting Jonathan Allen.
Go on. Go on.
Yeah.
Get up. Get up. Yeah!
How about that? First pitch of the game.
Boy, Ja.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, Riley. Good AB.
What a baby.
Get up. Get up. Get up.
Yeah.
Nice job, Mike. You got a pretty good pitch to do that with, right? And you try to do too much with it, it's a double play ball. Stay behind it, score the run. Go ball, go ball, go ball, go ball.
To third goes Helland. He'll be held there. Stand-up double for Perry.
Good boy, Mike! Good pace. Go ahead, Mike. Get up and out. Yeah!
Jumped all over it. That was a missile down the left field line, no doubt about it. Got out of here in about 2 seconds.
27.
Boy, Puss, way to figure it out, Puss. Just gotta focus, dude, pitch by pitch. Lose that concentration, you lose that balance. You go 2 pitch, 2 outs, and then we walk a guy in a 6 pitch at bat. It's easier than that. So 2 outs, runner at first. He's plus. All right, let's go to work.
When we come back, a pair of USD alums are making moves in the NBA coaching ranks. We'll see what else is making headlines around the conference. And she played in the U.S. Open at 14 years old. Now, Danielle Kang is a major winner on the LPGA Tour. We catch up with the former Pepperdine golfer next. WCC All-Access is brought to you in part by Nike.
From the shores of the Pacific to the mountains of Utah, in the classroom, in the community, and on the fields of play, we give back. We lead by example. We represent.
At this moment, in Stockton, Sacramento, and San Francisco, a University of the Pacific student has made a decision to learn, live, and lead with purpose in mind. Here, it's all about moments, moments that change lives, families, communities, economies, the world. At University of the Pacific, these moments give life purpose. They give us purpose too. After all, we share one future. Join us, University of the Pacific.
Pacific campus, welcome back to WCC All-Access. It's time now to go down the coast and see what's making headlines around the conference. We'll start right here in Stockton as the Tigers have a new athletic director. Janet Lucas is in her first month on the job. She comes to Pacific from UC Riverside, where she was the #2 person in the athletic department. And she brings 35 years of experience in college athletics along with her. A trio of former WCC basketball players is now becoming a trio of NBA head coaches. Lloyd Pierce is the new bench boss of the Atlanta Hawks. The former Santa Clara Bronco was an assistant for the last 11 seasons, most recently with the Philadelphia 76ers. A big congratulations goes out to San Diego alum James Borrego, who is the new head coach of the Charlotte Hornets. The 2001 graduate has been an assistant in the NBA since 2003. He was briefly named interim head coach of the Orlando Magic in 2015 and has spent 10 seasons with the San Antonio Spurs. One of his coaches at USD was David Fizdale, and he is now the bench boss for the New York Knicks. Fizz led the Memphis Grizzlies to the playoffs last season. He also won 2 NBA titles as an assistant with the Miami Heat under Portland alum Eric Spoelstra. As you can tell, USD produces some pretty great coaches. They also have a pretty good one on the diamond right now. Rich Hill won his 1,000th career game in May. He's been the head coach of the Toreros for the last 20 seasons, winning 7 WCC titles in that span. He's the winningest coach in conference history. And one of the all-time coaching greats in the WCC is Gonzaga's Steve Hertz, and the Bulldogs baseball field now bears his name after a ceremony in May. He spent 24 years as the Zags skipper, winning 637 games, and once taking home the WCC Coach of the Year award. She's one of the most accomplished golfers to come out of the WCC. At 14 years old, she qualified for the U.S. Open. And at 24, she won her first major on the LPGA Tour. Let's go next level with Pepperdine's Danielle Kang.
I was raised in Westlake, California, so that's actually about 15-20 minutes from Pepperdine. My favorite thing I take away from that couple of years that I was there is my coach, Lori Gibbs, and the way my coach handled things with me, the way she helped me become a better player, the way she let me kind of do my own thing, and she helped me be a better player, and that's where I'm at. Playing in the West Coast Conference, I know that Pepperdine has been winning that for years, and it's just always great to be a part of a team that's always winning. And Lori does a great job of taking care of the team, and lots of positive memories. I actually just met one of my closest friends in my life playing in the West Coast Conference. She was a senior and I was a freshman. We got paired up together for only one day. Her name is Miki Ueoka, and she's one of my closest friends, and I met her through West Coast Conference, so thanks, Conference. I started golf pretty late, almost when I was 13 years old. I played golf less than about a year and a half, and my brother signed me up for the U.S. Open, and I actually didn't know what the U.S. Open was. I didn't know what majors were. I didn't watch golf. I didn't play golf, so I started because he was playing, and he signed me up. I qualified. Then the next site was Lake Merced, where we're standing right now. And my brother said you had to go here for like a sectional qualifying back in the day. And then I said, what is that? Came here, I made it. And then my family was like freaking out, and everyone was like so excited. And my first interview was, how do you feel about playing in the U.S. Women's Open? And I said, I don't know what it is.
And the wait is over. Not only a champion, but a major champion. Danielle Kang wins the KPMG Women's PGA Championship.
Yeah, that was a long time coming. I think it was really exciting that it was a major and my first win. It's something that I've been waiting for, and it's been a burden more than an excitement. So I just feel free. I didn't think that this was going to be a career. I didn't actually start golf wanting to be a professional golfer, but it progressed into this, and I absolutely love it.
When we come back, we take a look at some of the best tweets and posts from around the conference. And a legendary career comes to an end. Nina Matthies is calling it quits after more than 30 years at Pepperdine. We bid her farewell, coming up next.
From the classroom to the court, 10 exceptional schools across the West Coast. Since 2010, 48 postseason wins, 12 academic All-Americans.
Pop the three. How do you like that?
One Final Four appearance. It's more than just a game.
Let's take a look at some of the best moments on social media from across the conference. USD alum PJ Conlon made his major league debut with the Mets, and the Toreros weren't the only ones to notice. How about the love from the U.S. consulate in Belfast, Northern Ireland, Conlon's hometown? He's the first player from Belfast to play in the majors in over a century. It's Selfie Sunday for Jill Barta, and why not? The former Zag basketball star and WCC Player of the Year is showing off her shiny new threads as she spent WNBA training camp with the defending champion Minnesota Lynx. Enjoying life indeed. And speaking of enjoying life, Pepperdine University reminds us all to enjoy the beauty in the world around us. Easy to say when this is your backyard. We're back on WCC All-Access. I'm Sarah Cazell. When you think about college beach volleyball, one name stands apart from the rest, and that's Nina Matthies. There might not be a more influential person in the sport than the Pepperdine coach, who's calling it quits after a long career in the sand. The W.TV's Sammy O'Brien has more.
I don't know that I have dedicated my life to it. I think volleyball has just been inside of me. Volleyball's been a part of me, but it's not all of me, but it's been for a long time.
For more than 50 years, actually. Weeks shy of her 65th birthday, Pepperdine Beach Volleyball head coach Nina Matthies announced she will retire after this final season of a legendary career.
I actually started teaching youth volleyball with Charlie Sakeley in Manhattan Beach when I turned 16, because you had to be 16 to work for the Manhattan Beach Rec Department. And I got paid doing what I like to do, so I figured it was the best job in the world.
Matthies put together an impressive playing career in both indoor and beach. Her experience in the sand becoming the backbone for a push to solidify beach volleyball as an NCAA-sponsored sport.
Actually, my role in beginning beach volleyball was kind of zero. I didn't have the vision, you know, to say, oh my gosh, this is really going to be cool. I think 2010, I went, all right, I'm in, what can I do?
I mean, she's done so much for the sport. She's built this sport up. She's such a legend, and I think that her, with that experience, brings so much knowledge.
And it's not just with volleyball. She's always asking us how we're doing in life.
At the helm of the #2 team in the nation, Matthies will be the first to admit she's no cupcake to play for. But her live-in-the-moment mantra has resonated with one of her best beach teams in the twilight of an incredible career.
Sometimes we can get caught up with school, and we can get caught up with all the troubles that are going on with our life, but then she'll stop practice and be like, guys, look around right now. Look at where we are, look at who we're with. We're in Malibu, we're on the beach.
I tend to love where I am and what I do all the time. I mean, that's just my deal. And I think when we're out here, it's especially true because it is, you look around, are you kidding me? How can you be grumpy? There's no reason. I don't want them to get so caught up in having to win and getting crushed and losing and all. There's so many pressures in life anyway. This should be enjoyable.
Whether it be a single tournament or an entire career, Nina Matthies is ready to say goodbye with a smile on her face.
I said, hey, there's no good time to leave. I want to go when I wanted to go. And now when I need to go, when someone says, hey, it's time for you to go, I totally love what I do. I'm tired of going to work every day. Right. 50 years of going to work is like too many years.
From Malibu, California, I'm Sammy O'Brien.
A big thank you and congratulations to Nina for a career in serving others. And those beaches look so pristine thanks to the helping hands of WCC student athletes. Rivals from LMU and Pepperdine came together to clean up the sand before the Conference Beach Championship as they show us what WCC represent truly means.
I think it's such a great idea that we're kind of joining forces, LMU and Pepperdine. It's so much fun just to be able to support our teams and our schools right before they go head-to-head and really just join forces.
As athletes coming together, working together with LMU or whoever is in our conference and understanding it's our responsibility as student athletes to be role models for the rest of the community is essential. And so coming out here on a beautiful day and cleaning up a beach, which is a simple task, means a lot.
It's not only to support our teammates who are going to be out here playing today, but it's also to support the local community that we go to school within.
It's so important to create an inclusive community just because, you know, we work with each other every single day and we work for each other, and, you know, we represent our schools and we represent each other, so we just need to make ourselves in the best light that we can, and we can do that by working with each other towards a bigger cause.
It's just, you know, great to have people that are invested in the community as much as, you know, Pepperdine is at LMU, and work together.
One more block to go. Coming up, diving catches, game-winning hits, all of the best plays from the last month. And spring championships are in the books. We recap the rowing and tennis tournaments on the other side of this break.
From the shores of the Pacific to the mountains of Utah, in the classroom, in the community, and on the fields of play, we give back. We lead by example. We represent.
Welcome back to WCC All-Access. I'm Sarah Cazell. As the school year wraps up, more hardware is being handed out. The W.TV's Ezra Broder recaps the WCC Rowing Championship from Sacramento.
Lake Natoma is becoming a home away from home for Gonzaga as the Bulldogs took home their 4th consecutive WCC championship. The Zags were dominant from start to finish, winning all 3 races. This marks the 4th straight title for Gonzaga, meaning the seniors on the squad have never lost in the WCC championship.
It feels so good. It was so nerve-wracking up at the start line. It felt like there was a big weight on our shoulders. We had a lot to prove, and so it was just so exciting to accomplish what we set out to do.
It's huge. It's awesome. We're really amped to end the season like this, and I think end our career as seniors like this too.
Winning the conference championship has become more of an expectation than a goal, because nobody in the program knows what it's like to lose, and they don't want to. I mean, as coaches, we don't want them to have to experience that. 1, 2, 3, we have a small group of seniors. Everything they've earned today is a testament to all the hard work they've put in over their time here.
Take a look at the final standings. Gonzaga on top with the max number of points. LMU finishes 2nd for the first time since 2007. San Diego takes 3rd, followed by Portland, St. Mary's, Creighton, and Santa Clara.
Thank you, Ezra. Now on to tennis, where again, 2 teams added more trophies to their already full display cases. This marks the 5th straight WCC championship for the San Diego men and 6th straight for the Pepperdine women. Here's more from Claremont, California.
Of course, I'm super happy. I couldn't be happier with the result, but this was truly a team effort. It was not only me. It was, yeah, I'm so happy for the team, and yeah, I couldn't be happier.
Every day we've been practicing every single day for hours and hours. It was all for today, and to be able to accomplish that for 5 years, it's an extreme honor for me and my university.
I thought we were the tougher team when push came to shove, and it's part because of the schedule we've played, but it's also because these guys have been willing to learn and adapt and move forward with that thought process. So I couldn't be prouder and happier for these guys. I mean, it's what you work for, right? These moments.
It was great. It was just a great feeling to be, first of all, with this team, on this team, and just playing for the girls, and of course being in clinching matches, just a bonus. It's a good feeling.
It means a lot just to get that kind of experience with my teammates, especially that we have a bond with each other. It's really nice to get that feeling with them, winning the conference tournament 2 years in a row. So it's just such a great feeling, and it just strengthened that bond and gave us confidence.
I think this is the deepest team we've had since I've been at Pepperdine. And I think that's what you have to have a chance to maybe win a national championship. You have to be good all the way through the lineup, and I think that's what we have this year.
Well, that'll do it from Stockton. Thank you so much for watching WCC All Access. And now we leave you with some of the month's best plays from around the West Coast Conference. We'll see you next time.
What a catch made by Aldridge as she dives over the fence!
From the classroom to the court, 10 exceptional schools across the West Coast. Since 2010, 48 postseason wins, 12 academic All-Americans.
Pop the three. How do you like that?
One Final Four appearance. It's more than just a game.